Bright lights city, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Houston's return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Wiggins. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. Bulldozes him. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So UNLV's offense will have its first possession of the game. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going up top. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense, quick tempo. From the gun, running back gets the give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Bearcats in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll snap it from the 44. Back to pass, it's Wiggins. He's got it down the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bearcats have this offense rolling. The back goes in motion. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the quick shuffle pass. They'll go with the quick touch pass. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Down, that leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. With the catch, it's Thompson. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the 1st.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Handoff Again, they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's caught downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Trying to punch it in. Pulled down for the tackle.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here. That's
the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to pound it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Working that left side now.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Reels it in down the left And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Rebels are flying down the field. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his target down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the 1st tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the 1st down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Bearcats are in the hurry up. They go right back to him. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Back to pass, it's Wiggins. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And the short completion brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Wiggins. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. What a defensive play to stop the... Make the interception and then have the return go up near midfield.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Going deep, makes the grab, slippery slide, finds crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
Sent it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking... They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Ready. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Just like the end of the game, the first half can finish up with a defensive penalty, so there will be one more untimed down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll take another shot here. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Got things teed up in just a... here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first... Everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Getting some heat. Coming after it. And the pressure. the 8-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll bring it back. It's Sims. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Oh, got enough space. Touchdown, Bearcats. And the beatdown has ensued.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The inside handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Thompson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Going with the ground game left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here we go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. After the filthy move, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And the route is on. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Purdue. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The give out of the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Thompson to throw. Escapes trouble. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The play action fake. Looking left. Got him downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Quickly complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week you got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
29 Philly. 2.
They'll go to the air. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Thompson wants to throw. Escapes the sack. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
This is a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.